Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Love to Light Tarot. This is Nikki, and this is for Leo, my lions. Hey, Leo, my lions. Hey, Leo, how you doing? Hey, Leo. Whew, my hands was itching before the reading, but you know, they do say when your hand itchy, you get some money. And I'm gonna tell you, every time my hand itch, like I do, get unexpected money. You know, depending on how much it itch, it can let me know if it's a little or it may be a lot, but it is gonna be something. And Leo, hopefully blessings to you. I feel like that energy, your hand may be itching right now. Okay, so okay, twinkle twinkle to you, Leo. All right, Leo. Sorry, your readings are a little bit late. This is gonna be your April mid-monthly reading. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and let me know if this resonates with you. And please turn on your notification bells for me, Leo. I switch jobs, honey, and my hours are now Monday through Friday, and now all I got is the weekend off, because after I get off work, baby, all I feel like doing is unwinding and taking a shower and sitting in my bed Indian style. So that's just the way that it is right now, but I will be dishing out the readings. Okay, all right, Leo. So let's see. I had already meditated on everybody in the past, boom, but because it's been like a week, I redid you, the signs that I did not get a chance to do, just to see if we were still at where we at. So Leo, when I meditated on the cards last week, I got you may be feeling a bit astonished, surprised. So good things going to be coming in for you, Leo, right now. And Leo, when I meditated on you this week, I heard sacrifices. So it's a song by Dreamville. It got my most favorite rapper in the world, one of them anyway, J. Cole, up in there. And I get it's the time where, Leo, you may be looking at things where you may have had to make some sacrifices, you know, and now things may be paying off. You may be seeing like an incline, because for a while things was like standing still. So I may see like the hangman come out here for you, Leo, and that'll kind of let me know places, you know, where you been. All right, Leo. So boom, I'm gonna do head, heart, recent past, gut, near future, and see, I knew it. Ten of Pentacles. I feel that for you, Leo. I knew my hand was itching. I knew it. That's how Leo gonna be, and I knew it. Okay, so yeah, energies are fluid. You control you, boo. All right. So bottom of the deck, it was something else I was gonna tell you, but I done talked your ear off. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. All right. Ten of Pentacles is about wealth and a foundation. You could be bringing in more hours at work. I feel like something is paying off. If you've been working overtime, this could be unexpected money from an unexpected place. It's the type of energy. This is the vibe that I feel like some of my Leos are on, trying to build this sense of foundation. Ten of Pentacles is also the energy of, you know, this money coming in after a difficult time. So it may have been a difficult time in the past, you know, and you moving from a place of, you know, could have been money situations. All right. Okay. So I feel like things are looking up in some type of way, which is a good thing. So let's just see. Good shit. In the recent past, we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Temperance card, right? So we could be dealing with the sign of Sagittarius. So some of my Leos, like I said, this could have been a financial situation where you need, I feel like we all been there, okay? That it was a time where we needed money. Hell, I get third time or two still. We all a work in progress, right? So I do get that energy where you may have been trying to save at this point where I feel like it's as hard as it is for me to get this out my mouth, as hard as it is for some of my Leos to do, and I know how it is, okay? Everybody got their little things that they do. Ain't nobody perfect. I feel like as hard as it was to save, we could be at a point where we work hard, shit, you know what I'm saying? And yet and still we at a place in the past and you still want to, you know, spend a little money. And it may already be money that you feel like you don't have because it could go to a bill. We all done been there. I feel like you want to move from that space. You want to be able to do what you want to do, you know, and have the money to keep going on without worrying about, you know what I'm saying, situations and stuff. Some of my other Leos, I feel like if this is a love situation, you at this place of, I hate stopping myself because I feel like I don't want to be harsh. So remember when I'm talking to you, I ain't talking at you. I'm just telling you how I feel. Okay, so I do get an energy of, and you may be having a person around you that may have to say that, or you, Leo, flip that thing if it ain't that person. You may have to say how you feel, some you've been holding in that somebody may not be able to receive, sort of energy, okay? And that'll help you release it and heal and move from a place, okay? Because I feel like somebody has been holding on to something. I do get it, and it's keeping you here in this type of energy. You see how this person look? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of depleting, and I look at that energy there like the Five of Cups energy. So God and Spirit is wanting you to release that. You know what I'm saying? You take your time, move forward, and try to bring things and manifest things into your life on the way you want things to be and how you want to feel, okay? So if this is a relationship situation, that's the energy. If this is a job situation that I get that you may want to leave and your goal is to get to the Ten of Pentacles because possibly they not paying you enough, Leo. This is that situation. I do feel like that. So I do get this energy where if it was a sacrifice in some type of way, I feel like a person is stuck to something even though they knew that they wanted something different in a certain circumstance, okay? And you could put that in any spot. And that was of the past. In your head, we have the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So that's that energy that I feel like it's this build up. Because in your mind, you're going to be like, look, I'm going to have to take charge. If I want to get to this Ten of Pentacles, if I want to move from this place and not hold on to things, if I want to, you know what I'm saying, bring forth things in my life and not walk around holding on to things, that type of energy that I felt like of the past, of how a circumstance may have carried out, meaning Seven of Swords. You may not have gained truth from a situation. You see how many wands this is? I get this energy here. I don't know why I feel like this. Some of my Leos, flip that thing if it ain't you. This could have been something years ago, okay? That somebody felt like something was going on, but yet you didn't react on it. And I feel like things end up being what they were in the end, and you may have went your way and that person may have went that way. But I feel like it was this clarification of how you kind of replay how you wish you would have handled things and kind of spoke truth for what you knew or reacted then. This is on how I feel like following your first mind sort of deal, okay? Some of my Leos, I feel like the energy that God the Spirit is trying to say with this Ten of Wands, because on this Seven of Wands, it kind of builds a resentment towards a circumstance and it keeps you looking behind. Hence why I looked at that Seven of Cups with the Five of Cups energy. I also look at these wands around you. I feel like you want to break free and move off into a new, lighter direction of feeling okay again and not holding on to things, but you sort of boxing yourself into these energies, okay? So the energy that I feel like God the Spirit is telling you is you at a 10 with it. I feel like that whatever this is, that you're over it and you want to move forward. So we're going to see what that is. In your heart, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We got the Four of Cups. I feel that energy. And then we got the Five of Pentacles. So this is the reason why I'm talking like this, because I know what you feel in your heart. Somebody may have felt like they was left out in the cold. Somebody may be feeling like this sense of anything with love, the energy that I was telling you, because a person is too at a place of this hardness when it come to it, and you at that place because you're holding on to, I get it, resentment of the past sort of energy, okay? And anything that may be trying to get you to open up, and I say a whole lot of you, but flip that thing, okay? This may be an energy of a person that you're dealing with that they may not be telling you exactly what it is, but you know intuitively what it is that they just may not want to speak on because they ain't the type of person to open up like that, okay? So that may be somebody else's energy, all right? The bottom line is that it could be an individual trying to offer something to you. Universe could be trying to get you to open up in your heart, but I feel like you see how this person is still stuck looking off at what these was. So I feel like it's emotions that need to be dealt with, looked at. And I ain't talking at you, because we all have times that we have to go through things, and that's a constant until we be able to understand that it's a us thing. That even though circumstances went on the way that they did, we may not always get the closure or the answers that we need, but it's not for us to um, walk around hurting and holding on to things, is the energy that I feel like, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles is resourceful. So remember those Leos that I said that if it was a money situation, Ten of Pentacles is where your goal is. This person gonna get it regardless. I feel like whatever it is, money wise, you gonna work that overtime. You gonna put in effort in the places that you see fit to try to build to get you to the place of where you don't want to be anymore. That energy of may have been lack, or you know falling behind on things, like I said. Okay, so some of my Leos, I do get, you do want love in your life. You do want that, and you are at this place where you may be feeling this sense of boredom, like you want to, you want something different, and you may be looking off into when you got time by yourself, asking God or whoever you praise or whoever you pray to. I pray to God, why? Because you're a good person. You can take care of home. You nurture an individual. You a go getter. You get that money. But why do you run into certain circumstances? Okay, so it's a us thing. I've learned to look at situations as experiences, and not hold on to things as if it was a you thing. It's just the way that that person and you came together, and that's the outcome, and that's the way that was, and it's okay. And that's not the only person in this world. So don't take in things and hold on to it. Some, I do get this financial endeavor that you're going on. You're really thinking about putting your foot down and kind of looking to try to maybe get another job, or focus on trying to build something that is yours. Okay, that type of energy. Oh, well, there you go. In your gut, you got the Empress card. That's the female entrepreneur. It don't have to be a female, okay? This person is loyal and dedicated. I do get that energy. That's that energy where I was feeling like this person knows how to nurture. She knows what she wants. She knows what she's worth. She's looking for an emperor, someone who can help build this foundation. I feel like if you've been at a place, this is the energy that you are feeling and gearing up towards, and that may be why you're so defensive, but it is strong energies of the past, okay? The Hierophant card is about spiritual lessons, and that's the energy that I feel like that God and Spirit is trying to teach all of us throughout everything, learn a lesson from it. The Hierophant also is about levels, and it's about growth. So it's about us going through experiences like I felt, and us growing through them, okay? And you may be looking for somebody that is more committed. This may have been a marriage, that you may have felt like that it was hard to release, because you're not the type of person to give up if you took a vow. But if circumstances has been circumstancing for a while, and you done tried, and things aren't where they at, I feel like you not gonna no longer lie and be off into something if you know that you unhappy. And if that may cause for space, time, until feelings or situations change, where trust can be developed again for those who are trying to pull something back together, then that's where you at. Counseling could take place as well. And in their future, we got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. There's this person that's going by how she feel, and that person don't move from that cup. This person's goal is to stay emotionally balanced. The Queen of Cups can handle all circumstances that goes on around her. See, those waters that are around her are not just flowing. Things are going on, but her focus has to maintain on self-love and self-preservement, where she knows what she feels. She also goes by her intuition. So that's the energy that I feel like that Leo is taking on. Remember, I said those set of Leos that you were at a place where, at a circumstance that you may be replaying in your mind about energies of the past, right? About how you knew things, but you just kind of took a blind eye to it and allowed situations to go on. We all have been there. But what the Queen of Cups is doing in the future is also letting you know that this lesson of that is now don't no longer put what you feel on the back burner. Open up, express what you understand, you know, and don't back down from that. Okay, and that's the energy that it is. All right. So following what you know, and that's one lesson that I feel like Leo is learning. Okay, so things are growing. This is that entrepreneurship that I felt with the Empress as well. All right, so in the past, Leo, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is that give and receive. I feel like whether you going to get it from someone else, this is also something that I feel like that you're pouring off into yourself. You see the Six of Pentacles are growing. You're going from the 4 to the 6. So that's, you see how that money is being poured off into somebody's hand, because that hand itching, that's the flow that I feel. So some of my Leos, you may get some unexpected help or unexpected money, from a certain place that you may not know. This is also this person sitting back at a job situation thinking about how to make more money or get more than what they deserve. Okay, this also for some of my Leos, the ones that have this wall up and hard to open up, this is that strong desire of wanting that give and take, and that person that if you pour off into them and you know that they loyal and they gonna pour back off into you, but at the same time in the past, staying in the past and being afraid to press forward. I do get that energy is going to move, okay? All right. Okay, so that's the strong energy I feel like that I was trying to tell you. If you are trying to open up to love in a 7 of Wands, I feel like you kind of boxing yourself in. So you're recognizing that, and this is also the energy in the future that you coming out with, knowing that you may have to open up a little bit. But these are the boundaries, and these are going by what are the energies of you going by what you know, and you standing on what your worth is. So although you opening up a different person, a stronger person, because of the past. So you're almost shift your energy to the point that you will not resent the past, to more of I will appreciate it because it has taught me this, and this is why I'm this now. You understand? Without lessons, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Everything has, without no mistakes, ain't no lessons. Everything, that's how we learn. If everything walked through life and we got everything all the time, then where the growth coming in at is the energy that I feel like God and Spirit is saying, okay? All right, so in your head, Leo, the devil. So yeah, right? So I ain't got to go hard. I ain't got to go hard. Moving you from this place. The devil is attaching you to this place. The devil is holding on to past toxicity, energies of everything that I described in your head that I felt that you may have been going through, dealing with, is keeping you here at this place. Do you see how this puppet is holding this individual here? So you moving from that. You recognizing. Okay? So you got the devil in your head and God in your gut, and I feel like you know what to do. All right, so situations that you may take time to reevaluate because they are toxic. Remember that time and space and all that energy there. You're not going to no longer act like, turn no blind eye to what you feel and what your intuition is telling you. There's something if it ain't right anymore, right? So that's the energy I feel. In your heart, Six of Cups. We already understand what's going on. Six of Cups, past energy. Could have to do because you have children with the individual. Past situations. I do get this energy of trying to follow your inner child, because that's, you see that little young child. And the Six of Cups has this sense of nostalgia. The Six of Cups is also this energy of understanding to be able to open up and not have this protective energy of your heart, but also be able to have the energy to recognize toxic things if they ain't there. So we already spoke on that. In your gut, Empress card in her. Yeah, we got the Four of Swords. And you see, I look at that heart right there when I read as the Three of Swords. So this is the energy that may be taking time for some of my Leos, right? To reflect on things and see if this is something that they want to do or commit to. This is some of my Leos, is that time that I feel like of in your gut. You know that when you down and you thinking about things, don't stay at a place of holding on and carrying things and reflecting things. You see how this cord is attached to this individual, and you may have been around somebody a while, and this is such thing as a soul tie. So I understand how energies are hard to release sometimes. I feel like how you do that is you nurture you, Queen of Pentacles. You work on you, you build you, you pour off into you love on you, you do things you want to do, you build, you pour off into your inner child, you do things differently than what you done in the past. Okay, this is also that time. Don't forget to rest, reflect, you know what I'm saying, on you, just to rejuvenate yourself, not to hold on to energies, but so much to release so you can come out being this Queen of Cups. In the future, we got the Moon card and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes. So, Leo, you may be working on a new, I feel like, career, job, endeavor. I feel that energy. You see, once again, this money coming off into this hand. So I do get, Leo, you may be getting some money, okay? You may be growing. I feel like you have this urge for something brand new, something healthy. That is that energy of the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is also an opportunity. The opportunity for you to have something different for those Leos who may want to switch from, the place that you've been and you've been working on, okay? This is this place of hard work and dedication, and it may take a lot of work. And then I do get an energy of, how you grow from a certain place and you end up with the Queen of Cups type energy, and the Ace of Pentacles is telling me that you ready for something brand new, like that cycle to end. And do you know how things gonna pan out? Moon card, no, it's just about the journey, like the Moon card is. The Moon card is the unknown, but I feel like Leo is willing to move towards that. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. That is hard work, dedication, more pentacles, honey. So, and I feel like that you are a person that is staying consistent in a certain direction that you feel like that you're being guided to be. All right, Leo. Hopefully that resonated with you, big birdie. Confessions, unveiling, coming clean, and messages. Okay, somebody, child, we ain't gonna go there. They not telling the truth. They gonna say they gonna swear to God they are, and we don't even supposed to do that. Sorry, Jesus, but they not gonna be telling the truth. Intimacy, and that's a problem for some. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. Okay. You may have to open up, Leo, if you have an individual, someone new around you that I feel like that. Come from that place of being hardened and open up and express what's really going on, just to let a person know. And they can be patient with you if they the right person for you, I feel like, okay? I feel like bond with yourself, and find that certain inner intimacy within. I do get that. I really do get this getting to know you at a deeper level of recognizing what you want. And why? Because I feel like somebody been with a circumstance or a certain pattern or holding on to something for a very long time. So this is an opening of you getting to know you, which is a good thing. Curse, rebuke out. Curse, hex, witchcraft, negative mind. Okay, and I always write rebuke the devil on this card because I don't like this card. This is a dark card. This card is dark, but it's dark, and I feel like some of my Leos, you may have been coming from a dark place, but I do feel like things are changing and getting better. I do feel like you're gonna be getting to feel better. Is the energy that I do feel. The goal is to remove that negative thought. Remember I said how to pour off into you and start to focus on things that you want to bring forth. Okay? All right. So, Leo, this going to be too much. Drunken love. Okay, I feel like it's been some times. I feel like some of my Leos feel like you've been holding on to a circumstance that you kind of feel like that you was foggy, kind of drunk off into a situation. And the type of energy I feel like that, I've been like that before. Where you could just feel like you know it be wrong, but it be hard, and that's just what you off into, and it's just what it is, and you can't see things clearly. It's gonna be a time where you will. I do feel like that. Okay, all right. Been hurt before. We already know I told you about that. Exit strategy. Okay. I feel like that's a place that some of my Leos are at. It's hard. Some of my Leos, this is the place that I feel like the God and Spirit wants you to move from. That when you first get off into a situation, you already looking and checking for all the exits around you because you already thinking that something not gonna pan out right. God and Spirit is saying, remove yourself from that place. Why would nobody want to stick around you? You the Empress, right? Okay. Soulmate. This is a strong energy that I do feel between you and another person, and I get why things have been hard. Soulmates is also that lesson person, okay? So this is the energy that I was telling you in the future that Leo will feel, okay, Leo? So very, very good. Very, very good, Leo. All right, last thing, honey. This be too much, don't it, Leo? Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, okay? And I know that some of my Leos may be thinking that. I felt the energy. I know it may have been time. But you see how, even if this has been a long time, but you see how this person has to let go and this person holding their heart and they really don't want to and it's hard for them to do that. You know, that's the type of energy that I do feel, all right? But the bottom of the deck says attraction. You attract romantic love in your life by enjoying this moment fully. So remember that energy that I told you to try to embrace what it is that you want to feel, okay? And not hold on to things that you don't want to feel no more, okay? All right, boo. That's enough of me talking, Leo. That is your mid-April towards end April, honey. Love and light.